This presentation provides an in-depth analysis of the Black Saturday bushfires that devastated Victoria in 2009. We will explore the timelines, causes, impacts, emergency responses and the recovery efforts following one of Australia's most catastrophic natural disasters. I just want to give a warning here that some of the subjects we talk about might trigger you, because we will be talking about people who died, who got injured, and animals who died and got injured. Just warning you that this might trigger you, so just warning, okay? We will cover key aspects of the Black Saturday bushfires, including the timeline, affected areas, meteorological causes, fire behaviour, human and environmental impacts, emergency response, and lessons learned for future preparedness. An introduction to the scale and significance of the Black Saturday bushfires, highlighting the timeline, geographic scope, and recognition of the disaster's severity. The fires began on February 7, 2009, rapidly escalating over the following days. Key dates mark critical moments of fire spread and containment efforts across Victoria. Extensive regions including Gippsland, the Yarra Valley and the Macedon Ranges were severely impacted. This slide details the key affected towns and landscapes. So it's got Gippsland, Yarra Valley and Macedon Ranges, okay? The 2009 bushfires are among Australia's deadliest, with widespread destruction leading to national and international recognition of its tragic scale. Examining the weather patterns and environmental conditions that contributed to the unprecedented intensity of the fires. A heat wave with temperatures exceeding 45 degrees centigrade. In fact, it got 46.9 in Melbourne, and I was in Echuca and it got to 51 degrees centigrade. Created tinderbox conditions, setting the stage for catastrophic fire behaviour. There was a very high heat, extremely dry and dangerous conditions, okay, and strong winds as well, which all lead to bushfires, unfortunately. Strong winds, low humidity and prolonged drought further intensified fire spread and severity across Victoria. Fires were ignited by both natural causes like lightning strikes and human factors, including power line failures and accidental ignitions. Analysing how the fire spread and started rapidly and the intensity that challenged firefighting efforts. Several fire outbreaks began simultaneously, quickly merging and escalating due to extreme weather and fuel availability. Fire fronts threatened and destroyed numerous communities, including Kinglake, Marysville, Strathwon, causing severe loss. Fires burned intensely for weeks, with containment achieved through extensive firefighting strategies amid very challenging conditions. Focusing on the tragic human toll, including fatalities, injuries, and displacement of thousands of residents. And again, warning, this might distress some. 173 lives were lost, making it the deadliest bushfire event in Australian history, with many deaths concentrated in key towns. And this caused enormous repercussions through many communities, in fact all of Australia really, and I think around the world, because it's a large loss of life. Massive evacuations were conducted, with thousands losing their homes and requiring emergency shelter and assistance. Dealing with widespread loss of homes, businesses and essential infrastructure that disrupted communities. The economic impact reached billions, with insurance claims reflecting the scale of destruction and rebuilding costs. Exploring the vast ecological impacts and land scarring caused by the bushfires across Victoria. Nearly 450,000 hectares were burnt, including vital forested regions, farmlands and natural reserves. Fires destroyed vast tracts of natural forests, the native forests, national parks and productive agricultural lands. Severe soil erosion and loss of biodiversity resulted, changing natural regeneration and ecological recovery. Assessing the severe consequences for animal populations and efforts to aid recovery. Habitat destruction critically impacted endangered species, raising concern for conservation efforts. Organisations and volunteers worked tirelessly to rescue, treat and rehabilitate affected animals post-fire. Examining the widespread air quality issues and health risks caused by the extensive smoke pollution. Smoke from the fires drifted across Victoria, neighbouring regions, affecting air quality over large areas. Residents experienced respiratory problems, eye irritation and long-term risks, including cardiovascular issues. Public health measures included air quality monitoring, advisories and emergency medical support during peak smoke periods. A lot of people were advised to keep indoors or wear masks, even not in the surrounding areas extensively, because the smoke spread everywhere. An overview of firefighting operations and challenges in controlling the massive bushfires. Containment was achieved after weeks of sustained firefighting efforts under extreme conditions. Thousands of firefighters from all states and even some from overseas, emergency personnel and aircraft were mobilised to combat the fires. Firefighters faced intense heat, high winds, limited visibility and logistical hurdles throughout the crisis. Reviewing the recovery efforts, inquiries and policy adaptations to following the disaster to better prepare for future events. Communities received aid through government programs, charity and local initiatives focusing on rebuilding and healing. The 2009 Royal Commission investigated the disaster and led to reforms in bushfire management and emergency response strategies. Lessons from Black Saturday have shaped current policies, technology use and community awareness to mitigate future bushfire risks. The Black Saturday bushfires were a devastating event that profoundly affected Victoria and Australia. Through comprehensive analysis and ongoing preparedness, communities strive to reduce the risks and impacts of bushfires. Now, this concludes the presentation. Thank you for your time.